From our studios in Western Supermare, this is Interview Impossible with Howard Howard.
Cruella de Vil, a name that does what it says on the package. Fur fanatic, fashionista, pooch abductor, wannabe canine assassin, compulsive ink drinker, and recipient of the largest number of speeding tickets in British history. That's the Cruella we thought we knew. But now she finds herself at the center of a courtroom battle for her freedom and her reputation, asking us to believe that this negative image has been concocted as a savage, defamatory fabrication. Tonight, Mrs. de Vil is here to set the record straight. Darling, call me Cruella. And how perfectly wretched of you to have me on your perfectly dreary little show. You can have your pick of any program on television, Cruella. Why choose Interview Impossible with Howard Howard?
Oh, shut up. Really, do shut up.
I certainly won't.
This is why I don't entirely dislike you, darling.
None of that saccharine, loved-up, frou-frou candy floss you get on all the other shows. Nothing but the meat on the bones. Nothing but the grit in the oyster with you. If you think flattery will get you off the hook, Cruella, you've saddled up for the wrong rodeo. Now, before we discuss your impending trial, I have to ask, the name. Surely Cruella was a terribly difficult moniker to endure on the playground. Darling, I gave it to myself. I had those plump little primary school dumplings at my beck and call, waiting on me hand and foot, terrified, the little wretches. Oh, not to mention my poor, pathetic teachers. I never attended school more than one day a week. And you expect us to believe that you're not up to no good? Believe whatever you want. I'm innocent. We'll talk about your trial, Cruella, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Over the years, we've heard many rumors about your eccentric tastes and proclivities.
Go on, tell the people.
Tell them all, the fools. See if I care. You were expelled from boarding school for drinking ink. Ever tried it? Should I have? Superb aphrodisiac. You sleep in ermine sheets. Doesn't everyone? You wear furs in July. After a dip in the pool, who wouldn't want to bury themselves in a double plush mink? Your husband is in the fur trade. Coincidence? Mr. de Vil knows how to treat a lady, that's all. Besides, have you ever seen a mink? I mean an actual mink? Hideous, disgusting, beady-eyed little vermin. Far better off as a long, luscious coat draped over the porcelain shoulders of yours truly. So you admit that you're mad for fur? Mad, darling. Absolutely stark, raving bonkers for fur. How do you respond to these comments by PETA, or People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals? Cruella de Vil is the Genghis Khan of animal murderers. Not only does she deserve to go to jail, she deserves to go to hell. Those sad little communists. They're just jealous because they can't afford a wardrobe like mine. This brings us rather conveniently to your trial. London residents Roger and Anita Radcliffe, the latter being your former schoolmate, accuse you of kidnapping 15 of their newly born Dalmatians for use in a fur coat, incorporating 86 other unscrupulously procured puppies which escaped from your residence at Hell Hall.
Slander, lies, calumny. It was all so they could profit from that odious, sordid little song.
Ah yes, Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Forgive me, Cruella. His lyrics, not mine.
Tacky vaudeville dreck.
It's the hit of the season. How does that make you feel?
Feelings are for simpletons. It's quite clear Roger and Anita hid the puppies and framed me so they could make a fortune on that pernicious little ditty. And I intend to get my cut. The lawyers are filing papers on Monday.
The Radcliffes recently revealed to the London Times that shortly before the puppies were abducted, you made an attempt to purchase them and were refused. You then told Roger and Anita, and I quote, "Keep the little beasts for all I care. Do as you like with them. Drown them. But I warn you, Anita, we're through. I'm through with all of you. I'll get even. Just wait. You'll be sorry. You fools. You idiots."
Whoever said I was good at taking no for an answer? I never touched those puppies. Filthy little things. What would I do? Skin them myself with a letter opener? Revolting.
Your accomplices, Jasper and Horace, were seen escaping from the smoldering collision of a large truck and your custom-built 1933 Bugatti Royale, a scene from which you were conspicuously absent when police arrived.
They stole it. They ruined it. My beautiful automobile. Those loutish oafs. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find decent help these days?
Thieves, all of them! Thieves, all of you!
Cruella, I can't help but wonder how your lawyers feel about our interview. Do they really want you talking about all of this so close to the trial?
Hang the lawyers! Idiots! What do they know? Besides, anyone can see that I'm a perfectly decent person. I give money to several charities.
Which charities?
Oh, the NRA, the Bilderberg Group, the International Alliance of Furriers.
Oh. Those don't sound like charities.
I'll have my day in court. I'll show you, Howard. I'll have your ear. I'll have you turned into a coat, just like I would have done with those stupid Dalmatians I kidnapped.
Well, that's all for tonight's episode of Interview Impossible, with me, your host, Howard. Our guest has been legendary fur lover Cruella de Vil, now facing the fight of her life as she nears her day in court, in which she will almost certainly be found very much extremely guilty. Good night. We'll see you next week.